So this is part 2 of how to hold your violin. In my last video, we talked about the correct neck and shoulder position, like this. Once you get comfortable here, the next step is making sure your left hand that you're using to push down the strings is in the right position. So part of your shoulder, when you go like this with your left arm, your elbow is really far forward. And that's important also while you're playing your instrument. So one thing I like to do is get my arm situated like this and then focus on keeping everything as similarly as possible when you bring your hand over. So you can notice my elbow, I can see my elbow when I look down. It's like very far forward in front of my body. You don't want to be straining yourself. This might take some practice, but you definitely don't want your elbow to be back here or even straight down. It's better if it's more forward. Secondly, your thumb is going to go behind the neck. Everyone you talk to is going to have a different idea of where this should go. I would say close to where your first finger is laying on this first tape here, or further back. It's more important that your thumb is relaxed than where exactly it's hitting on the fingerboard. When you're first learning to play, you're going to be in one position, so everything is going to be in the same general area. So your thumb is going to be pretty stationary, but over time when you're starting to shift up, your thumb is going to be moving all over the instrument. So a relaxed thumb in a comfortable position, definitely not forward like this, but in this general area is where you want to stay. And then when you're getting ready to put your fingers down on the instrument, let's start on the A string, the second string. It's important that you line all of your fingers up right on top of the tapes. So you, again, want your hand to be pretty relaxed. You want some space, I don't know if you can see that, in between your hand and the instrument. You don't want to be hugging the instrument with your hand. And you want the very tips of your fingers to go down on the string. You don't want to have flat fingers like this. You want everything to be rounded and coming up over the strings. So a nice exercise to start is to just get all of your fingers down on the strings, lift them up, put them all down again, and maybe lift them up individually. You go from string to string, trying to keep that nice position. Tips of your fingers, relaxed hand, space in between your hand. You should be able to, I'm going to use the bow, but you should be able to stick a pencil or something through your hand here. Again, you don't want to be hugging the instrument, and you want to relax them.